can't get his spray down in time, so it's not a bad idea at all. Just doesn't quite pay off as you would normally expect, and yeah, already gonna have to see if they can get their heads on straight. But this is, how many times have we seen this Achilles where PACIFIC starts out a little bit slow, and you're thinking, oh boy, maybe they just don't have it today, and then they just start to pick it up until they're just an immovable object.
Well, this season once so far, but maybe twice.
Yeah.
Come off the backside of this one, but yeah, no. Historically, you know, the timeout calls here from Alex typically very much on point on when we will find the most amount of value. But this is very different territory. But then again, it was different territory that we saw from PACIFIC in their series versus Gen G, where they ran a no duelist composition. So
yeah,
it's kind of inverting things a little bit here. Might not be 5, but with the way that these guys like to play, it may as well be.
And you're thinking, oh boy, maybe they just don't have it today, and then just they just start to pick it up until they're just an immovable object.
Well, this season once so far,
I think the tough
maybe twice. Come off the backside of this one, but yeah, no, historically, you know, the timeout calls here from Alex
that's going to go out and get you much info.
Very much on
point Forsaken on the
Euro. Find the most amount of value.
So otherwise, you have to rely on contact.
This is
you have to play off
very different territory. But then again, it was different territory that we saw from PACIFIC in their series versus Gen G, where they ran a no duelist composition. So it's kind of inverting things a little bit here. Might not be 5, but
with this new iteration
the way that these guys like to play, it may as well be.
And you're thinking, oh boy, maybe they just don't have it today, and then just they just start to pick it up until they're just an immovable object.
Well, this season once so far,
I think the tough
maybe twice. Come off the backside of this one, but yeah, no, historically, you know, the timeout calls here from Alex
going to go out and get you much info.
Very much on point
Forsaken on the Euro.
Find the most amount of value.
So otherwise, you have to rely on contact.
This is
you have to play off
very different territory. But then again, it was different territory that we saw from PACIFIC in their series versus Gen G, where they ran a no duelist competition. So it's kind of inverting things a little bit here. Might not be 5, but longer here. The way that these guys like to play, it may as well be.
And you're thinking, oh boy, maybe they just don't have it today, and then just
the garage.
Pick it up,
Not quite immovable object. Well, this season so I think the tough maybe twice. Come off the backside of this one, but yeah, historically, holds the corner.
ได้ไหมทุกคนได้ไหมฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหล
This is very different territory.
นี่เด็กรถอยู่ฮัลโหลได้ยินไหมทุกคนอันนี้โอเคไหมOh yeah, it's my okay. So I reduce this two, right? Oh, okay. And what is this?
Streaming sound.
Wow. Okay. Okay. ยังเหรอเอาไงทุกคนได้ปะได้ไหมได้ยังใครได้แล้วพิมพ์1ใครได้พิมพ์1เลยเราจะได้ทักทายกันนะครับพอกันหนึ่ง
คือจออันนี้ไหมแล้วเราดู
เขาไม่ดูจอนี่เพราะมันสตรีมสไนด์
เกือบ
แล้ววันนี้ทุกคนนะสวัสดีครับพี่ผมใจร้าวคนอันนี้เป็นการดูแข่งวาโลครั้งแรกนะครับทุกคนนะฮะดูที่เกาหลีเลยนะครับอันนี้เป็นแข่งVCT PACIFIC นะครับทุกคน Kick Off เป็นPACIFIC เจอกับ T1 นะครับทุกคนเสียงเกมเบาเกินจริงเหรอโอเคเราจะได้ทักทายกันมีความพอดีไหมเนาะเฮ้ยแบบนี้มั้ยคิดว่านี้น่าได้
คือจออันนี้ไหมแล้วเราดู
เขาไม่ดูจอนี่เพราะมันสตรีมสไนด์ใช่ปะ
เจอเกม
แล้ววันนี้ทุกคนนะสวัสดีครับพี่ผมใจร้าวคนอันนี้เป็นการดูแข่งวาโลไม่โคตรดีนี่ประชดใช่ไหมกูว่าประชดช่วยเนี่ยอันนี้เป็นแข่งโอเคไอ้เนี่ยทุกคนคิกออฟสวัสดีครับพี่สวัสดีครับเสียงเกมเบาเกินจริงเหรอไม่น่าได้มันน่าจะเป็นไมค์นี้หมดมีความพอดีไหมเนาะเฮ้ยแบบนี้มั้ยคิดว่านี้น่าได้พี่ใช้ไมค์ไหนไมค์นี้ป่ะอ้าวอันไหนดีวะอันนี้ไมค์แบบ GTA ป่ะ อันไหนเดียวกันนะไม่รู้ไง Which one is better กูว่ามันชดชัวร์ไม่ก็หมดโอเคเนี่ย
So very low. There, Monette taking down the line out. Gonna push the corner. Rossi turning away.
ใช่นี่อยู่สนามแข่งใครอยู่เกาหลีมาได้ทุกคนใครอยู่เกาหลีมาได้มาหาได้นะเสียงไม่5 บาทเชียร์ที่น้องก้าอยู่ใช่ก้าเคยอยู่เบเบอร์เล็กนะทุกคนเบเบอร์เล็กนะไม่ได้ถามในสนามโคตรเจ๋งนะทุกคนดูวะYeah.
The camera and the microphone.
Which one is the best? Because we were told that the microphone quite loud. ใช่นี่อยู่สนามแข่งโดนละคุณโดนแล้วนะคุณทีมงานจะเล่นผมละทีมงานจะเล่นผมนะโดนแน่ไอ้ใจร้าวมึงไม่รอดแน่มึงโดนแน่ใช่ก้าเคยอยู่กับข้าวครับกับข้าววันนี้แข่งวาโลแรนต์นะครับกับข้าวใครอยากจะเข้ามาดูก็เข้ามาเลยนะครับวาโลแรนต์
ใครมีร้านอาหารแนะนำบอกได้นะหรือว่าของที่ต้องซื้อเกาหลีอย่างเงี้ยใช่ไหม
เสียไม่ดียังคิดถึงกันไหมทุกคนไม่ตีเมื่อไหร่วันคนไปเยอะไหมคนมาเยอะมากคุณคือข้างล่างมันมีบูธกิจกรรมด้วยเหมือนครับเทียบเอาไว้เล่นแบบซื้อของอะไรเงี้ยคนก็เลยค่อนข้างเยอะเลยเกาหลีหนาวมากดูโคตรหนาวกับข้าววันนี้แข่งวาโลแรนต์นะครับกับข้าวไม่ละจะเข้ามาดูก็เข้ามาเลยนะครับวาโลแรนต์อ๋อ
So you set up this microphone now is it okay
โอเคทุกคนเดี๋ยวเปลี่ยนไมค์ก่อนนะเสียงไม่ดียังคิดถึงกันไหมทุกคนไม่ตีเมื่อไหร่วันเสียงสะท้อนนี่คือเสียงสะท้อนเลยทุกคนถ้ามีเสียงคนเข้ามาอาจจะไม่แปลกนะเพราะว่ามันแข่งไงทุกคนเราอยู่ในฮอลล์แล้วมีบูธกิจกรรมด้วยเหมือนกับเทียบเอาไว้เล่นกับซื้อของอะไรเงี้ยคนก็เลยค่อนข้างเยอะเลยเกาหลีหนาวมากดูโคตรหนาว
ฮัลโหลทุกคนโอเคขึ้นป่ะสบายขึ้นโอเคไหมโอเคไหมทุกคนอันนี้ฮัลโหลเทส1 2 3 4 5 6 7 9 10ดีขึ้นไหมทุกคนอันนี้
เสียงสะท้อนนี่คือเสียงสะท้อนเลยทุกคน
โอเค
ถ้ามีเสียงคนเข้ามา
ได้โอเค thank you ผมครับเจ้าโอเคใช่ไหมทุกคนโอเคมาอ๋อสะท้อนแบบ10 วิไปติดอีกทีนึงแล้วนี่โอเคยังฮัลโหลทุกคนช่วยดูหน่อยทุกคนอันนี้โอเคนะโอเคแล้วกด1เลยโอเคกด1ก่อนโอเคไหมทุกคนอันนี้
เขาบอกว่าหนัก
อ๋อดีขึ้นไหมทุกคนอันนี้มันเป็นเสียง YouTube ผมใช่ปะใช่มีเสียง YouTube กูออกด้วย
I gotta say, I think one thing that's really encouraging for the side of T1 is you're able to react to these crazy plays that PRX do. Oh my God, what?
That's illegal.
Jeez.
You're not allowed to do that, Izu.
Oh my goodness.
Hello.
That is. Well, they're showing that they can hang in terms of mechanical ability with PRX. That's for sure. Goodness.
Hello.
God, go buy a lottery ticket.
Oh.
แล้วทำไมเราไม่ได้เสียในเกมวะ
my jaw is on the ground. That is just insanity. I mean, but that's, Izu said it in one of his interviews that he wants to be known as the faker of Valorant.
เราไม่ได้เสียในเกมที่เขายิงกันอยู่
I'm not finding anything, but Forsaken is still here, and he's just not really giving any credence to the fact that Sideplay could be around the corner, and Saya takes advantage monstrously. 2 kills found, Poison Orb to deny the vision here at top ramp. Otherwise would be in a decent posted position. He dodges down the boom bot, but now it's going to be the pit, the Cosmic Divide. The kitchen sink just chucked in here. C1 want to get this win. Side player, Rain of Terror will come to an end.
ทุกคนมีโต๊ะข้างๆเป็นพี่เอ๋ยกับพี่บูมกำลังไลฟ์อยู่เหมือนกัน
Back out around main, but as we know, everybody is stacked up right
Hello,
now.
hello, Ted, Ted.
Push on the corner, Izu finding one. They know that something's going to be here as well, and Izu's able to flush him out. Now it's all down to Mind Freak. Vulnerable's there. He finds
อ๋อ
brings it into a 1v1.
เตยบอกว่าน่าจะดีกว่าอันแรก
อ๋อ
ก็โอเคอยู่มัน
โอเคได้อะมาน้องทุกคนลุยแข่งกันยาวๆเลยดีกว่าน้อง
น่าจะมาจากอันนี้
นะแต่ทุกคนได้ยินเสียงในเกมแล้วก็ได้ยินเสียงผมถูกปะได้ยินนะ
เขาบอกเพิ่มเสียงอีกเป็นโอไมค์เลยอยากเห็นน่าจะมีนะมี เชี่ยมันยิงโคตรโหดเลยวะอ๋อถ้าตอนนี้โอเคไม่ได้ทอนแล้วแต่ไมโอ้โหยิงโอเคแล้วพี่งั้นโอเคละโอเคนะทุกคนนะผมว่านี่น่าจะดีสุดเท่าที่ทำได้แล้วอันนี้ฝั่งเปเปอร์เล็กอยู่ซ้ายนะทุกคนแล้วก็ทีวันอยู่ขวานะครับมันไม่มีเสียงไมค์ที่ดีกว่านี้ครับไม่มีดีกว่านี้แล้วน้องโอ้จริงเหรอขอบคุณครับเฮ้ยมันไวเปอร์ติคุมกลางเหรอวะจริงปะเนี่ยไหนอันนี้คือรู้เรื่องของตัวไหนก็ตอนนี้เป็นเล็กครับทุกคนมีโยรุโอเมนไวเปอร์เจ็ตแล้วก็เลสนะครับทุกคนส่วนทีวันหน้าผมบางมองไม่เห็นครับมีเจ็ตมีเรสมีสกายเชียร์เปเปอร์เล็กใช่เปเปอร์เล็กทีมที่กล้าเคยอยู่กล้าซิกเกอร์เล็กเคยอยู่เชียร์อติไวเปอร์คุมกลางว่ะโคตรเอาอุ้ยเขาบอกว่าเสียงเขาชัดแจ๋วจริงเหรอเสียงอ๋อแสดงว่าเราพูดใกล้เกินใช่ปะโอ้เฮ้ยเชื่อไม่ทันเลยวะเฮ้ยเมื่อกี้โดนแล้วปะเมื่อกี้แฟนท็อปโดนหัวต้องแตกกันนะทุกคนโอ้โหเรียบร้อยไหนใครเชียร์อะไรกันมากทุกคนใครเชียร์มากคอมเมนต์มาดิใครเชียร์อะไรทีเป็นเล็กกด1ทีวันกด2อ่ะเหมือนไม่ใช่เสียงของพี่เลยเหมือนคนอื่นมาพากจริงเหรอเสียงอุ้ยช็อตจริงเหรอเอางี้ไม่อันแรกไม่ดีกว่าเหรอถ้างั้นอะถ้าทุกคนพูดว่ามันช็อตอะจริงปะ
Obviously some changes and glow ups here for T1. Looking like a much different, a much stronger team this season.
Well, now you
PRX want to be the ones who are dictating the pace of this game. Right now they are
not. No, exactly. And one thing that's really impressive with T1 that I want to touch on quick is the flexibility that Izu gives this team. He's played so many different agents, so many different roles, and he plays them all extremely well. Whether it be the Omen, the Yoru, the Raze now, he has been really impactful for T1. You can see just why they were so high on this pickup coming out of the offseason.
Another big change up though. Haven't really gone for that many full sends here onto the B site. Now looking for it as, okay, the TP out, Gage exactly where he went again, on top of the Raptors, able to take down Izu, so it's going to be one of the pieces of the equation here taken down as the flashes. We managed to connect on the side player there, back side, or on the Carbe, I should say. Forsaken, swinging back in, managing to find him. Spike now.
เสียงโอเคครับทุกคนเสียงเกมดังขึ้น
Side
มา
of the pillar. Excurate just trying to stay tucked away behind the box, stay quiet. As Rossi looks to get some space.
อ๋อดีขึ้นแล้วใช่ปะโอเค
Maybe the
จัด
dash
ไป
in the dimensional
โอเคแล้วก็โอเคงั้นดูยาวนะดูยาวนะใครเข้ามาแล้วฝากกดแล้วก็แชร์ด้วยนะ
Forsaken just chasing in.
เชื่อมีคนกดยูรูตัวเองผมด้วย
Out of side player's hands. Seems like this timeout going to be working here for the side of PRX.
ดีแล้วนะโอเคงั้นเรามาดูเกมกัน
Still
ยาว
a
ๆแล้ว
long way to go to try to run this back, given that they're starting on the defending side.
There's a great little bait and switch there between Mind Freak and Monyet. Able to get out. Rossi?
Spotted.
Rossi does a lot of damage, gets the kill.
Takes him down. I mean, any kills they find. The cash right now here
อันนี้
for
มัน
PaperX.
ใช้
Not a good
ไวเปอร์
spot.
ที่ใช้อะไรวะแฟลชสโมกมัน
As much as they would love to just end the round right now, take that weapon out of Rossi's hands, try to deal some additional economic damage. PaperX can't really afford to go on the hunt here.
Yeah, I agree. They really shouldn't be, and Rossi knows it now. He's starting to be the
เอาเวลาหมดแล้ว
predator
เนี่ย
seeking prey.
อยู่ที่ไหนอยู่ที่เกาหลีครับผมโอ้โห
Forsaken
สวยครับสวยครับ
with a big round does pick up 3 kills to get PaperX 3 rounds. See if that momentum can continue, because so far it's only been 2 rounds consecutively that they got prior to this.
จัดไปครับ
They
ผ
go a
ม
little bit deeper. It's going to be operator back into the hands here of something once more.
Yeah, and Mind Freak there, the TP is, it's hard to know exactly where he's going to go. If he's going to go up, if he's going to go into the back
เชี่ย
alley.
โยรู้อันติวิ่งไล่
Monyet
ตาม
takes
ยิงอย่าง
advantage
โคต
of
รเฟี้ยว
that confusion, and then it's a great 1-2 combo
ไอการยิง
from Forsaken
ไอการเล่น
and
มือซ้าย
Mind
มือขวา
Freak
นี่มีผลไหมทุกคน
with the
ไอ
fake
ปืน
out
ปืนซ้าย
into
ปืนข
the
วาไม่รู้
paranoia, able to clear the back of that
กลับ
site,
มาพร้อม
and
ขึ้น
then
เลย
that
ให้
sets
เอาไป
you
เลยวะ
up for a little bit of time to rethink things, get Forsaken his ultimate, allow him to find the rest of the players that are on this B site, isolate Saya player, take him down. Really nice chain of events there.
การเล่นระดับสูงนี่จะทำให้ลิงอย่างผมเข้าใจไหมว่า
A bit more defaulty here from
เชี่
T1.
ยเอาหมาจุกว่ะ
Setup that we've been seeing. Trailblazers check over defense.
เฮ้ย
Only clear out 1, and now gate crash back over towards screens here from Forsaken. He's going to go rotating over, wants to try to maybe take a position stationed up in mail.
Yeah, letting loose the gate crash on his way over for sure. Got to make sure that he has the ability to flex
เหมือน
between.
ส่วนใหญ่ที่ผมสังเกตนะเขาจะแบบสัก30-40 วิค่อยเล่นมาทุกคน
Creep up,
เหมือนไม่รีบเล่นปะ
now denying the flash, getting a catch.
เชี่ยออฟเดินเข้าไปอย่างนี้หรอปะ
He's called back. Saya continuing to advance.
Oh my god.
Oh, the jiggle peek into the gate crash.
ไอ้เหี้ยลูกเล่นเย
Oh,
อะจัด
Forsaken,
ลู
you
กเล่นเยอะจัด
absolute lunatic. Monyet, however, going to get caught. Side player finding the opening kill. Backside here from Mind Freak, hits the full flash.
Whoa.
Sends out the paranoia. TP's forward on towards sight. The swing coming in though. And he's
Bye,
still trying to
bye.
get the smokes
Oh,
down,
bye,
but
bye.
Carpe managing
30 seconds left.
to hound him down around the corner. Finds the elimination. And again, the investment. They have the cash to buy another operator, but
ออกไปแล้วแต่โค้ชถนัด
Cash
ใช่ไหม
push forward to try to buy for another teammate here.
โอ้เรียบร้อยโอ้
Inside.
เหลือตัวเดียวเหลือตัวเดียว
Zach
เหลือ
Stewart
ซัม
ends
ติง
up
คน
getting
เดียว
taken down, but as Forsaken can't get the transfer, can't find the follow-up.
เจ็ดนี่แม่งต้องแบบ
Something now.
ต้องมากับ
Gonna
ออฟ
have
จ
to
ริงๆนะ
drift away, back over towards the A site, op in hand.
ผมว่านั่นละเซฟว่ะรอบนี้
Yeah, Forsaken with that information jump gate crash there, kind of sets up Monyet, but Monyet can't convert. Saya player's ready for it. Great mental preparedness from T1 so far today for these really aggressive
อ๋อแล้วแต่ทีม
PaperX
บางทีมบว
style
กกันเยอะ
plays
นะ
where they're jumping in and out of smokes where you maybe normally wouldn't expect or trying little
แต่ผม
cheeky
รู้สึกว่าคน
combos
ที่แบบ
like that. We
ถ
saw
นั
it
ด
a bit
ซ้าย
in
เห
the
มือนพวก
previous
เท้า
round
ซ้าย
for
เตะบอลเนี่ย
PaperX
ก็ดู
this time around.
เก่งกว่า
T1 ready
คน
for
เท้า
it.
ขวาจริงๆนะ
By the time
มันดูแบบ
Forsaken
มี
gets back over to the
something
site, it's already fallen apart and he has no more utility left. So makes things pretty easy here.
มาอีก2รอบก่อนเปลี่ยนรอบไปก่อน
7 to
อีก2รอบ
3
นะ
now. Starting to get a little bit worrisome for PaperX. If you can get 2 more, then I think on their attacker side, that's again where this comp is going to shine, if it is going to shine.
Yeah, that should be the spot. Given that you're bringing that triple
ที่
duel,
น่าเหมือนกันแล้ว
having
พี่
the
เองครับ
aggression,
พี่นะครับ
the attack. On paper, it makes sense. But right now, in execution,
Nice.
on the defending side,
Why are you the one making dad jokes today?
wasn't even intentional. I just I couldn't,
You
my brain
leaned into
was
the paper quite a bit there. So.
my brain was slow and I couldn't think of an alternative, so I just committed to it. Unfortunately.
ไอ้ด่านนี้ฝั่งกันได้เปรียบกว่าเนาะ
Now something okay, a bit of a change up going for this peak. Knows that they've been really utilizing the sewers to try to maneuver around the map.
เมื่อออ
But
ฟออกมายิงนี่เลยวะ
it's a full collection of T1 right outside of A main.
Oh, but look at how much information and space PaperX has. Finally, these push-outs starting to gain a little bit more value. This is how they have to
โอเค
work the
เจอห
map.
นึ่ง
Trailblazer, of course,
เอาละตัวบอลมาละ
taking expecting pressure on the back of that. A lot of times the Trailblazer is going to be something that's going to lead the way for a potential hit. But T1, just seeing Forsaken, thinks, well, he can gate crash out anyway. Why would we want to potentially risk it? We know PACIFIC has been setting up for these bait and switches. Let's take a little bit more time here before we go. It could just be timed hit. See if they can catch PACIFIC being a little bit impatient, but all the information on the map, I would start to think that PACIFIC has a pretty decent idea that this is going to be A. I mean, you've had no contact A or B, or I mean, excuse me, mid or B. So certainly, but PACIFIC still looks confused. It looks like they think they might have peeled off. They're sitting in sewers or something like that.
Oh, well, that's okay. That's going to be the go back here for the side of T1 is Divine. Find Izu on the entrance. Full flash there on a Forsaken. Pulls back into elbow for the time being. Saya player, snappy. Managed to make a connection there with Divine. Going down three. Can't quite find Saya, but that's fine for them. Forsaken will. As well. Dimensional drift back online. PACIFIC still hanging in there. They get themselves up to 4. Like you said,
เหมือนเทียบคนที่ต่ำสุดกับสูงสุดอะเหมือนเอาซิลเวอร์มาอยู่กับกอริส
how dominant and widely has been for T1.
Yeah, no. I think 75. You're actually pretty happy with this scoreline for PACIFIC. You know, it looked like it could go really sideways really fast, but this round, Divide just great timing to peek around that corner, find the entry, and then they line up for him. He's not going to miss those. So, you know, when PACIFIC seems to need a spark of energy, when they need somebody to stabilize for them, it's off to Divide. He's off to Big kills.
Well,
whoa!
Forsaken is swinging out, taking down side player.
PACIFIC ครับ PACIFIC
Any of that your utility? See something? I mean, I think he actually wants to move forward, but just can't afford to do it. Another kill this early into the round, which is catastrophic for them. Early clear on that Trailblazer, but still concerned that it might have spotted out by his forward position. He'll be pulling back. He sends up a smoke to try and dissuade any further push.
ที่น่าอร่อยบูก็อร่อยสัตว์
reading this pretty well. They're expecting
กินไป2 วันติดเลยเลย
things came down, the smoke came through, and they're going to use that to try to just get up close and
วันนี้
personal.
วันที่3ว่าจะไปกินปูดอง
So
เฮ้ยสไลด์เจอสไลด์ว่ะ
to each other, not really knowing it. Meanwhile, back over at B. Thank you very much for the picture.
Like that.
Spot there as Carpe gets taken down, but Montiel gets straight. Cosmic Divide now going to be invested. White Creek still at back sight.
โอ้ไม่ได้ก็ได้หวา
Starting to inch forward, but I mean, Carpe, side player rather, he's calling that the
อันนี้
rotation
ถ้าเป็นจังหวะเมื่อกี้ผมยืนอยู่หน้าบ้านทุกคนผมวิ่งเข้าไป
towards A site, and they're going to do just that.
Yeah, this is really good communications here for the side of T1, recognizing that the other side of the map was going to be a little bit more open, hoping that the Cosmic Divide invested would buy you a little bit extra time, but PACIFIC relatively aware of this. Divide's already over here.
And now something he's got to push out even further because those nebulas start spawning at speed. He wraps around, but Divide gets himself up and towards heaven, drops down, spots Frosty for a brief little moment. Strint pushing forward and still managing to find the headshot. The jiggle out, trying to get the timing, trying to get that headshot lined up. Speaking of timing, T1 running out of it. 21, a tap onto the plant, up over the top, he's got the shorty, and he nearly gets the 180 mid-air to take him down, but Frosty plants his feet, shuts him out, and it's going to be 8-4 at the half with T1 way out in front.
Gotta like what you're seeing here from T1. Their ability to adapt to this comp so quickly and so effectively was truly impressive. And the way that they were able to read the map, maneuver around, find some really good opportunities. Again, match PACIFIC in terms of their speed and their decisiveness. That's something that very few teams have had success with in the past. So certainly, gotta like what you're seeing. But again, this is going to be where this PACIFIC comp is really supposed to pick up steam, really supposed to pick up momentum, is going to be on this tacker side. You've got to expect it. You've got some crazy executes dialed up where you've got the Jet and the Rays dashing in. Like, let's say on B site, you can dash the pillar on one side, the Rays can go to the other, Yoru can TP somewhere who God only knows where he's going to send those things. So it's going to be pretty chaotic here for T1. So they're going to need a lot of that awareness, a lot of that quickness that they displayed at times in that previous half.
ฮัลโหลเล็งปืน1 นาที
I mean, I wouldn't want to face this. This triple duelist comp.
เล็งปืน1 นาทีหักทุบไม่ใช่โคตรโห
It
ด
cannot be comfortable.
He's collecting his tickets, collecting his wristbands.
He wants a win.
This guy's been here, coming to the games for a while. Let's see that dedication as well as a significantly more riled up crowd.
They were fired up outside earlier before the event. They were wow.
แต่ไทยแลนด์กลับบ้านหมดแล้ว
I mean, you could hear them.
ตกรอบหมดแล้ว
They were lined up.
น่าเสียดายเนาะ
ใช่ว่าเราต้องยอมทีมต่างชาติเขาโหดจริง
Yeah, I saw Jake Shin
ถาม
post
ว่าไทย
pictures.
คนตึงๆก็มีเยอะนะแต่แบบกลายว่าต่างชาติเขาตึง
I was
ตึง
like,
ทุก
damn,
คนเลย
everybody's already there to the venue. I'm
อยู่ที่
rolling
เกาห
out
ลี
of bed right now. I'm
ค่ะ
about to get in the shower, get my car, get ready to drive over
เหมือน
there.
แบบข้างล่างเขามีบูธทำกิจกรรมกันอะ
Now though, first pistol round went the way of T1. They double up in those figures here as Flash over the top.
มาแล้ว
Bang,
มาแล้ว
getting some information, but not quite as tell-all as they would like. Gate crash in the meantime.
อันนี้เราเอาใหม่คนปืนพกล้วนนะโอ้โหแม่งเข้ามาพร้อมกัน4 คนเฮ้ยสวยไปเลยไปเลยไปเลยโดนบายคู่
Now they know that it's clear.
อ๋อไม่ใช่โดนบายคู่บายเพื่อนตัวเอง
Planted as Mind Freak looks to hold the back line where this double push through sewers getting ready to come through. Scratch that, make it a triple.
Yeah, this is a lot of pressure. Going to be on Mind Freak here. If he can get one, that'd be great. Two would be phenomenal.
โดนแน่อุ้ยวิ่งเร็ว
Now seeing the push coming through, and he can't offer up anything more. He's able to take him down.
เชี่ยแอบขึ้นมาเหมือนดูในท่อ
Second, however, just shooting through by one side player comes from behind, manages to get the catch. Something will be able to take down Execute as well. It's just now Rossi trying to see if he can get anything done. Time dwindling, looking snapping headshot. Eventually does manage to stabilize and find Moniette, but still a lot more work to be dealt. Doesn't have the time to do so. Something will be able to get another kill here in the round as Paper X
กี่วันเหรอ
pistol round win.
พรุ่งนี้มีแข่งอีกวันนึงทุกคนพรุ่งนี้มีวันรอบชิงนะคือคนที่ชนะในรอบเนี้ยก็จะได้เข้ารอบต่อไปนะครับทุกคนอันนี้มันเป็นตัวของแปซิฟิกนมอันนี้จะหาที่อยู่ของแปซิฟิก
kind of 5-manning it slowly. It isn't really anything pacey here. They aren't using the jet utility. They aren't using blast packs initially to get onto the site.
ไทยแท้แต่ไม่มี
Then
ไทยอยู่นะ
Forsaken finds that opener and they can just kind of stroll in because it got left open. The guiding light ping doesn't send any reinforcements over from T1. You're not exactly sure in that moment. Is it just one player? Is it just 2 players? You have no idea. That is all 5 of Paper X that are there, and then
บุกเร็วHe's
going to be spotted nice and early.
แต่ผมจำได้ทุกคนไอ้ตัวเล็กมันบุกเร็วมากเลย
It's a blink and you miss an explosion of death. Everyone's dead in the blink of an eye. And Paper X win the round.
There you go. That's Paper X round, right?
All right, let's
เชี่ยโคตรไว
roll the replay.
Please.
10 วิอ่ะเมื่อกี้
I mean, they had the right stack read.
I think Mind Freak TP's in here. Oh, they just walk out in front of him. Yeah. Okay, they just walked out into it. But that's the other thing with this comp you got to remember. Not only do you have the jet dashes, you have the blast packs, you have the gate crash with Forsaken, the TP with Mind Freak as well. They're going to be all over the place. It is going to be so hard potentially to keep track of them. Taking a little bit of space early. Not going to be contested. Oh, he's ready for it.
Yeah, just rushes up. Does take a little bit of spam damage there from Moniette, but
เริ่มนิ่งละทีมันเริ่มนิ่งละ
be worse for where? A little bit more through the box. Moombot going forward. It's going to get cleared out to get rid of the gate crash as well. Paper X, I mean, they're in a forward committed position now. I don't really think they can try to back out of this one, but they don't need to.
ไปเลยโปรเตเกนไปเลย
Forsaken just barrels through them. 3 quick kills into the mask, into the dimensional drift. Looking for the rest of them. He's on for an ace, but I don't know if Rossi and Carpe are going to even be able to try to give him the time of day. Push forward, Carpe is able to find Divine. Now that they bring it into a 2v2.
เอาละ
Another 1v2.
2-1
See if Rossi can work his magic.
อ๋อ My Freak อ๋อ My Freak เคยได้ยินชื่อ
Just
นะ
bananas. What Forsaken can get away with. They just kind of walk and line up for it. They're trying to peek together to try to shut down that push. It's the right idea. It's just the wrong angle.
เฮ้ยไม่รีบสกิลไว้
And Rossi trying to get in there before he can bloom, but just can't quite get that crosshair trained on Mind Freak. So he manages to stand his
ตัวเล็ก
ground.
กูมาเว้ย
Swapping around the weapons here. Paper X suddenly 3 rounds consecutively converting a bonus like T1 did before them. Find themselves just 1 round away from tying this up.
I mean, again, you can see that at the beginning of the round there is some awareness of this pacey, WP gaming style that Paper X is going to play. Izu has been really good in these moments at handling some of the initial pressure, but it's just that one kind of missed timing there from T1. The stars align for Forsaken, and we've already seen it once in this map. Now he's done it again. He's given the opportunity to get multi-kills off of just a crouch spray, holding an angle.
Call going to be made as Ross's guys. I need some assistance. Backs away. Screens there for a moment. Wants to try to get a catch on anybody pushing up into the smoke, but it seems like Paper X not really going to bite on that one.
เข้ามา5 คนเลย
Will just full corral into the site. And just given T1's rotations through sewer consistently in this map thus far,
เหมือนแบบฝ่ายตรงข้ามไม่มีเงิน
I
ซื้อปืน
suspect
เลย
that they're going to be very well aware of this. So Forsaken for now, just going to be posted up on that line. Ready to try to intercept anybody. As the creep up comes through. There's the first Carpe. Wow, that headshot managed to find one. Execute puts that Guardian to use, managed to come up with a kill of his own. Still though, 3 players alive. Rossi finding Mind Freak, and things are starting to unravel here for PACIFIC. Double flash in towards something, trying to stop it. The paint shell is well thrown, but they're just so low. He cleans them up, and Divide gets Rossi at the same time.
ขอบคุณคุณชนะพนมศักดิ์สำหรับการสมัครเมมเบอร์2 เดือนนะครับผมครับเฮ้ยใจทิปเปิลคือเฮ้ยสมัครเมมเบอร์3 ขั้นนะขอบคุณครับขอบคุณครับ
anticipating this,
ใช่ครับ
and
ผมครับ
T1 still almost makes it happen just off their gunplay. Carpe is so good with those shares. That is one of his calling cards for sure. Is his ability to utilize those one-tap weapons to great effect. He's been tremendous. And they're getting there. You can never
ไม่รู้บุคคลหรือไม่สนอะไรคือเอา
count
เดียว
PACIFIC out. Slow starts don't mean a darn thing to their
3 เดือน
mentality.
ต้อง
They
ผมจริง
do
ด้ว
it
ย
all
ดู
the
ได้
damn
3 ตัวด้วย
time.
ว่ะ
Just look at this though, the conditioning, they go over to that A side consistently, and now they just shift it up, go to B. X-Straight, however, looking forward, not taking the bait on that fake out. Now decides to strike, managing to find 2, can't get the transfer.
เฮ้ยเอาเยอะ
Over
จัด
to
เอา
the
เยอะจัด
third. Brother v brother, for a second comes out on top, and that tool as Divide hits Izu, intercepting him in mid. They have an operator invested into this round. T1, do they even try to go for this? Like, they certainly do now.
แล้วเอาตังค์ซื้อเอามาไหนวะเนี่ย
Forcing them back down the stairs. Just holding it for the moment. We'll just let this go. Won't find any value from it. Buddy buys
มา
time.
ละ
2v2. Divide. Push back over towards Garage. Side player catching a pixel out of position
ตัวละ
there.
เอาชิบหายแล้วเฮ้ยตัว
Saya versus Monyet, the lob in on the paint shells to zone him out. He's swinging around the backhand side. Side player not ready for this one at all. Monyet will pick up the 3K to close out the round and give PACIFIC
โคตรเอาโคต
Great
รเอา
bait and switch there
เอาจัด
from
เอาจัด
Monyet.
ปี
Really
นี้ขอ
nice
ให้
stuff
ได้
here
แชมป์
from
โลกเถอะ
PACIFIC.
จัด
This time, finally, we're seeing one of those explosive, utilizing those maneuverability plays that you were kind of
โชว์นี้พี่
anticipating
นี่
with
ตาม
this
ลำดับนี่อยู่อันดับ
triple
เท่าไหร่ด้วย
duelist comp. And it's Divide on the lurk that catches
top
the
เท่าไหร่
big kill
top 3
onto Izu to keep his raise from having any impact on that round. Nice pull on the showstopper.
เหมือน
Yeah,
ที่
you
โต
don't
เต้
get the
ชิบ
kills.
หาย
You bought a lot of extra time potentially, and especially with the Viper still in play, you want to buy time for Divide to get into a position where you can potentially use the snake
PRX
bites and
ใจร้าว
things like that to
สภา
delay
พ
the post plant.
ส
So
ภาพ
even though it doesn't come down to that, the ideas are really solid right now for PACIFIC. And yeah, you've got to pump the brakes here as T1. You've got to figure out
อุ้ยน่า
how
ใส่
you
เลย
can slow this down.
The rally back has just been immense. I
That's
mean,
right,
5 rounds in a row now in this second half. So that's going to be all of our timeouts used before either team can make it to double digits.
Yeah, it's been all PACIFIC the entire half, and that's got to get a little bit concerning. I mean, again, you're also in a similar position though as T1, right, where you don't have a sentinel, so it's hard for you to slow some of these hits down without making contact, without getting into the faces of PACIFIC and actually trying to out gunplay them. And few teams can make that happen. Now, you do have some really good ults here for T1 to maybe
คือผมรู้สึ
go
กว่า
for
ปั
those
ก T1
contact plays and
แฟน
find
คลับเยอะก
success
ว่า
with the Blade Storm and the
อาจจะว่า
Showstopper.
T1 แบบดังมากๆในเกาหลีนะ
Well, the last thrifty attempt was a pretty damn close one here for the side of T1. We'll see if this
อ๋อ
can
ปีที่แล้ว PRX แชมป์มา
have a similar effect as
แชมป์
side player.
VCT
We'll have
PACIFIC
the
เชื่อของจริง
knives.
ว่ะ
Showstopper is there for
ปีที่
Izu
แล้ว
as well.
ปีที่แล้วที่2ของโลกถ้าในโซบ้านเราก็ได้ยืนหนึ่งเชี่ยเอาว่ะ
Not looking for the jump, not looking for a big, 4 or 5 man stack push from T1. Everybody just fanned out across the map, playing this one out very patiently.
Look how deep this star is.
มาละโอ้โห
There's a jump
เฮีย
in.
โคตรเร็วเลยเนี่ย
Timing the flash, absolutely gorgeous. X-Shirt still able to find Monyet, but Forsaken takes out Carpe. Something gets the enemy Astra. Side player now swinging around from behind.
เฮ้ยอันนี้ถ้ามีใครโดนเนี่ยนะขอบคุณนะผมพอดีมัน
They are still noting this, especially as the jumps and the cloudbursts come down. They know exactly who's there.
Chasing Ghosts is Saya player. He's expecting somebody to play right around this corner.
In the meantime, Divide
ยิงโคตร
right
ไว
around the corner up towards Mail. Rossi is looking for it. It's point blank range.
เฮ้ยรู้ได้ไงวะ
That stinger can find value, and it does. Izu also able to find something. There's the showstopper. Doesn't go deep enough. He could have had them both.
ตึงไว้
Izu, that could end up costing him the round because he's not able to find the headshot there with the Guardian. Rossi, however,
ตัว
finds Forsaken. Pushing in, knew that they were both in backside, but Mind Freak gets the headshot again. Such a strong effort here from T1. But if Izu, if he's able to adjust that showstopper a little bit more, that would have been the round done and dusted.
I mean, just unreal timing from Forsaken on that gate crash to get out of the way of this showstopper. He knew it was coming, and he set that up as a bait. I mean, he's just so brilliant on Yoru. He's just absolutely one of the best in the world.
Come on, Mulia!
Oh boy.
I love this. And we get to listen to the PACIFIC comms in between rounds.
Especially when you have a brother on the opposite side of the stage.
That's true. That's true. You gotta taunt the older brother, no doubt about it.
I mean, we've seen the success of the brothers over in EMEA as well.
True.
And now they're on opposing sides. It's Forsaken spotting him out. Paintshell's coming down. He's trying to jump out, but a little too aggressive. Rossi ready for that one. Something does manage to find the kill, however. Picking him down now, looking to entry down onto the side as the flashes come flying. Carping around the box, eventually does fall. It's actually Moniette coming up with the kill. And at the end of it all, 2 for 1 as Devi looks to try to get the catch here in mid. Tries to readjust the spray. Isu managing to stay alive, and oh boy, Whiffy is all help from something. Trying to get the catch. Brings us now into a 2v2. Saya player, however, still holds on to that operator. Mind Freak TP's into garage. Doesn't spot anything.
พี่น้องขิงกันนี่คือใคร
Presence known here, up in heaven.
สายสัมพันธ์แบบเทคเคนมาเลย
Clearing right underneath sight.
He's trying to clear out this box, but
yeah.
Paintshell's kind of
They were
missing
a
out on
little
that
short.
opportunity.
Yep.
Moniette just holding, but Saya not looking for it. Walks right into the crosshair. Now it's all on Izu. Swinging back around, Mind Freak in heaven. There was a crossfire. So far, that second half round win continues to elude T1. 7 consecutively now as PACIFIC get themselves up to 11.
Well, you expected it to be good, and it certainly has been great on this attacker side for PACIFIC. No slowing down here. Tough position for Izu, trying to guess where Moniette is hiding. It's actually just right by the spike.
เชื่อตอนนี้ผมเห็นไอ้เนี่ย
On the site itself, not behind that box that he maybe was anticipating.
อยากได้มากเลยว่ะมันมีรีรันใหม่วะ
Previous VODs or something that was the box that Moniette liked to hide behind, but this time around,
ใครกับใครต้องบอกให้ผมรู้เลยผมไม่รู้
something going exploring. Do have Saya playing anti-flash around that corner now, starting to work around the edges of the smoke. Rossi catches a glimpse.
That might is the vulnerable. That allows for him to come out on top, taking down Devi. He crashed now, pushing through. Not even deep enough to actually catch him, but Forsaken still pushing through the wall. Comes up with a kill. Side player puts that judge to use. Finds something. Execute. Wrapping back around. Over towards this A site. Catches the enemy Yoru. Gives T1 a man advantage and their best chance at closing out a round since this half began. Swing out, Mind Freak still getting tagged down. Nearly an HP. It should be an inevitability right now. They need from Moniette to try to hold the line. The swing in, he spotted. It's behind him. Cannot find Carpe. T1 will break the winning streak. Themselves back into the driver's seat. At least for a round. They hand this over to Carpe for the defuse.
แต่พอทีวันแพ้เงียบ
Now it's just 2 rounds separating.
Yeah, and this time around they're able to anticipate the pressure a lot
อ๋อ
better.
เป็นพี่น้องกันจริงๆด้วย
Saya player is doing a good job holding the top of the ramp.
เชื่อนี่มัน
Not giving anything up there.
สุดบาคีไม่ได้
On the site, Rossi, fantastic work. Doing a lot of damage. Then Saya able to sneak around that corner with that judge, put it to
การ
good
ที่พี่
use.
น้อง2 คนยืนระดับทองทั้งคู่นี่เป็นโคตรสุดเลย
A little unaware.
แล้วอยู่คนละทีม
Were PACIFIC
อยู่ทีเดียวกันก็ยากนะบางทีมันเป็นเรื่องของแบบหลายอย่าง
with a pit.
เนี่ย
Execute does have
มัน
his
ก็
cosmic
ถ้ามันไม่มี
divide.
อีโก้มันก็ดีถ้าเราพี่น้องอ่ะ
Something
มันก็เหมือนแบบ
that's
เรา
a
อยู่ที
given.
เดียวพ่อแม่เข้าใจปะ
He's got a blade storm and a
ใช่
shorty.
ยาก
It's a day that ends was
เราจะ
wise.
กล้าด่าพี่ตัวเองหรือเปล่าถ้าพี่ตัวเองไม่ดี
Something's
นะ
gonna have a shorty, no doubt about it.
ความแบบ
The site itself is open. Side player looking for a shot. And she manages to find it. Wow. Something just not lining them up here.
อ๋อเอ็กซ์คูเลต
Site's
เป็น
still
พี่
going to be
นะ
taken by PACIFIC, but they're not aware that this is completely empty otherwise. So still are taking their time trying to move up, worried about that potential deep lurk, back screen, or an elbow.
But look where Moniette got. He's way in spawn.
But no one's rotating towards him.
ผมเป็นโคตรใจเย็นอ่ะ
So he needs to be the one to go and backstab.
นี่ไม่มีใครปิดมือบนก็ยังแบบยังกล้านะ
In towards heaven, but actually maybe Rossi is going to end up walking right into him.
อันนี้อันติดเป็
Do
น
they
ม่าน
know
ม่าน
that
คิด
he
ตึง
went back here? Is
ดู
the
ใคร
real
เข้ามาก็
question.
ได้เหมือนแบบการอาเขต
That's all he's going to be able to get.
Kaya
Isu
natin
pushing
po.
up, and Rossi does find him. Seemed like he was very well aware that somebody could have taken that position. He has flushed him out. Hit invested.
คือถ้าเดินเข้ามาในบ่อซีก็
Forsaken
จะ
trying to hold the line as the
เสีย
gate
เลือด
crash comes in behind him. Forsaken
เคียบอลตะ
is
แกไม่
ready
โดน
for
ปั
it.
ด
Takes out Isu, looks for his brother.
Ito ba na,
Keeps him
Chomley?
off though. It's great. Holds it. Saya player. The classic comes through to get rid of the enemy Viper.
ทีมเชียร์ข้างหลัง
And now it's 1 round separating. 11 to 10. T1 keeping it neck and neck.
Now T1 is
But
really
yo,
starting to get a good feel for how this is all going to go
มีคน
down.
เดียวที่ได้ไป
Good
มา
read
ดริ
by
ด
Rossi. Such great communication
Alonso
and awareness
there.
here from T1 to know that there's a player back there. He was expecting it the whole way.
เดินกลับบ้าน
Oh,
ไป
by the
เขา
way,
ไม่ต่อย
speaking that angle,
มึงที่เขาไม่กูไม่ได้ไปต่อ
just a little bit of a drive-by there. Just slowly, methodically flushing
ใส่ยาใส่
Divide
โหดโหดมาก
out of
เดิ
the
นจริงอ่ะ
backside of
ผม
that
เดินจริง
Viper's
แบบกระสุน
pit.
ไม่ไปดาวคาแล้ว
And Forsaken, when he TP's out, it doesn't fool anyone. They're ready for him. this takes us, you know, an extra man to get the job done. So this is just so smart from T1.
The triple stacking ramp. The chicken push Heaven, showstopper going forward, not spotting anything here on the site. Again, it's going to be right off to them that it is clear. Forsaken in the meantime, dead, lurking outside.
เขาเล่นช้าทุกคนเหมือนแบบเขาจะแบบไม่ยืนอยู่ในไซต์อะเห็นปะเหมือนรอให้เขาเข้าไปก่อนแล้วเดี๋ยวค่อยมาตีกลับก็ได้
So that showstopper gone. Monument just going to get posted up. There it screens, judge in hand.
เหมือนเขาค่อยเก็บทีละคนบ้างแล้วก็เล่นอันนี้เกมแรกเหรอนี่เกมแรก
T1 though, a chance to steal this away, get this back under their control. Take PACIFIC's mapping away from them. Move on for now. Izu, one charge off that showstopper. It'd be instrumental if he finds it as something. It's a full flash to the face. Izu now is on the spike, looking for the fuse. He's held at the half. Mindfreak coming up with two. Gets off that spike. Izu puts down the mine. Showstopper in hand. He built it up. He puts him down. And with the defuse, T1 tie it up 11-11.
Oh, just phenomenal stuff now. T1 starting to win those individual battles on the flanks of the map. Starting to open up the space, give them the opportunity to set up for these retakes. Really start winning some tough fights. If you lose Forsaken, if you lose him on those edges, that's a lot of your flashes gone. The only thing you have left is the paranoia, and that was already invested. So here, all you have is the smokes and the phenomenal gunplay and maneuverability that PACIFIC can employ, but T1's just better. And they do that time, not going to miss his showstopper. Now Forsaken does have this dimensional drift. You have all 5 members setting up for this A hit. Dimensional drift is going to come out right away. Saya player be spotted, going to be backed off by utility. Shells invested. Make sure that they can get this site and get the plan down.
Once again, make out Saya, trying to make his exit safe. He gets around the corner. Life is intact. Close angle though. Swinging around.
นี่หลุดคือจบไปนะหลุดวิดีโอคือแพ้เลย
to respect this operator. Trying to hold here in heaven, classified, going to be invested. That gonna push them forward here with Monument finding one, jumps back behind the wall, keeps himself alive and in the fight.
ช็อตกัน
Here for Forsaken, but Shuri wins it out. Saya player finding one before getting traded out. Mindfreak comes with the kill. On the dash, Rossi finds something to get Bucket. Take it out, Devine. Put a hole here in backside. He's in the corner now. They can't stop him. Combined with 3 means absolutely nothing. As T1 take the round away, the wall was everything for their win.
Just such a beautiful cosmic divide for so many reasons here for T1. One, it cuts off all of PACIFIC, completely denies their vision on how T1 is trying to attempt this retake. And then the follow-up is it gives them enough of a corner on the plant that you cannot spam through it. You have to get like right on top of Carpe to stop it. That's got X-Turret fired up.
ออกข้างๆอยู่จีนผมชอบทางเล่นนะทางเล่นสไลด์แม่งโคตรโหด
Here at map point, T1 looking to take this one away from PACIFIC with a scent on the horizon.
แพ้7 รอบติดอ่ะกลับมา
Nade out a little bit of damage found over at B.
เอาแผนนี้ไปใช้ได้ปะ
บางทีเพื่อนทีก็กากอย่างเช่นAK นะครับ
Seeker's now going to be let loose, and that is going to tell the full story here. PACIFIC's positions as they clear this out. Something in a rough spot. Might have to dash across, but he's not given the opportunity. Madiet's going to be taken down simultaneously. So quick on the trade back. Not allowing for that counter swing to come into play. Nebula set up. Extra makes his exit back through Ramen out to safety. Is Mindfreak now going to be TPing forward here onto the site. Rossi, the shorty held. Checks close. The snake bite coming down. Forsaken now reading that as Mindfreak gets himself up into heaven. Plays off the back of the flash, trying to peek in. So there's a swing out. Rossi caught with utility and Mindfreak. Suddenly we find ourselves now in a 3v3. PACIFIC trying to take this into overtime. Pushing the backside. Izu gone. They know. He's an elbow, and he just holds for it. Oh, it is not done yet. Playoffs, how I love you. 12-12. We're going to overtime.
Full flash. Just spray it down. Away from Forsaken. And what a map he's had so far. 25, 18, and 5 on the Yoru. Mindfreak having a whale of a map as well. Is that the Odin? That I'm going to be seeing potentially on the defender side here. For the side of PACIFIC, we'll see if he keeps it, but full flashed. Just knew he had the crosshair placement, trusted in his own instincts. Gets that kill, and what a setup there to get Mindfreak up on top and get that spray down. Completely befuddles T1. Not expecting it at all. Okay, no Odins, but there is an operator for Saya.
Going for the glass cannon. With it so far. T1 now back here on the attack. Trying to see if they can rework some of that magic we were seeing from them in that first half. Forsaken. Forward here into the smoke. It's such a heavy stack. Flash out. He manages the transfer on a two. Gate crash out the same thing. And Forsaken may have just stolen this round from right in front of T1's eyes.
How does that work? How do you get away with that?
Because you're Forsaken.
Yeah, only him.
Line freak now. Tucked away in backside.
เฮ้ยเดี๋ยวมาขึ้นบนนี้ด้วยวะ
Such an aggressive position to take as the smoke dissipates. Forsaken finds the third.
โอ้
Carpe.
เฮ้ย1 ต่อ 3สบายๆน้องไม่รีบน้อง
I've seen him clutch many a time with a sniper in hand, but this one I think might be a bridge too far. But have I spoken too soon? Seekers now built up divine, getting himself over here
อย่า
towards
เล่น
the
กับไฟ
site.
น้องสวย
Everything
สวย
to do. Swings aggressively over top of the snake bite. Vulnerable down to 55. Something on the corner, and Defy in heaven above him. It seems like such an impossible position, and it is. Carpe will go down, and PRX will get themselves up to match point.
I mean, this flash is just not expected at all by T1. I mean, one of their players had to hide behind the box because he got full flashed as well. Up and in.
เชี่ยจังหวะนี้โคตรสวย
They're just like trying to get out of there, and they can't do anything. Unbelievable.
Wow.
พัก
Now the PRX get up to half point for the first time.
จังหวะ
T1
เขาเลยทุกคนแบบสโมกอ่ะแล้วแม่งยืนอยู่แค่ข้างหน้าเราแม่งโคตรสวย
get this reset, get them back into the driver's seat. You
เห็น
got
เจแล้วตะโกนแอมเจ็ตไทยแลนด์โน1โอ้
Good God, guys.
ก็จะเรียกขึ้นไปซักกัน
We
ทุกคน
haven't
ก็ได้
been able to talk in like
กูเจอ
10
พี่
rounds.
กูเรียนเจ็ต
Stuff's been going wild. I got a lot to get off
มันจะมี
my
นี่
mind
โคเรีย
here.
เจ็ตเนี่ยที่เขาบอกถ้าเวลาเจ็ตเก่งๆจะเรียกว่าโคเรียเจ็ต
Has to work because
Logo
that
na
was the
ikaw,
defender's
Thailand
side
jet
round win for PRX. That's the side they struggled with much more. It felt like in a lot of ways. So certainly it did go to overtime, so it wasn't that big of a difference. At the end of the day, you really need to dial up something special here. Make sure you're ready.
ชวน something 1-1 เจ็ตเลยเฮ้ยสำหรับผมเชียร์ฟอร์ตเคนนะเพราะว่าผมชวนฟอร์ตเคนดีกว่าเพราะผมชอบผมไม่เมนโย
Really
รู้
shut this down, and looks to me like they're setting up for an A hit. Couple stars down already, expecting some kind of pressure. Try to gravity well at the front door of the site. Smoke off the ramp potentially, but Xcurit gonna invest a lot of stars for himself on the B site. Seen him double smoke off of that to try to play protection because that is potentially what the pressure is going to be right outside of garage.
Last back in, quick peek. Xcurit reinforced by Carpe. Nebula comes up here backside. Shorty in hand there.
โดนรับ
Up and over.
เชียร์
Quickly delivered to death, but Xcurit
เอาแล้ว3-3แล้ว
will find two. The lob in,
Who's
the
right?
spray.
Who's
Mind
got
Freak
more?
comes
Hold
away with it now into a 3v3. Why going on a very deep lurk. Nade interrupting.
ถ้าโดน
on him on yet is Rossi.
ไม่ตาย
He has spotted him. Outratting the rat. He gives T1 a man advantage. Mind freaking Monty yet now. Eminem to trying to close out this round and win the map.
No utility to speak of. Just a teleport.
Right here at the top of the rope. And now it all falls to the newest member of PRX.
เชียร์1-3
1v3 clutch to finish it. Otherwise, T1 tying us again, extending this OT. He's pushing out, spotting one. Easy taking a bit of damage. Looking for more. Blast back off the back. Doesn't reset the aim. T1 will get the defuse, and they will keep us in this map.
I was gonna say, where have we seen this before with Mon yet? With that pillar, but he was playing a very different agent this time around. Not going to be able to come through
เจสันค่า28
with
จริง
the
เหรอ
heroic
มีคน
clutch
ค่า
on
28เลยวะ
split
เยอะวะ
we saw in the previous season. I love the way Xcurit plays this because it's the same smoke setup that he had the last time they pressured him on that side, but he changed angles. He went to the back of site, not playing on site instead, and that confused PRX enough that it took a little bit to displace him. There's the Odin, I was wondering.
Well, now that they're on the defender side, he's going to bring this one out. I mean, Forsaken
ค่าอยู่เลย
miracles with this
25เงี้ยถ้าเป็นไอเคเล่น
and
ประมาณตัว
internationals. You think about him on
ส่วนหมายเล่นก็2
6แล้วกัน
Pearl, mowing down 3 people.
Jeez, yeah.
ไล่ค่ะฝีมือไล่เลี่ย
Flash out, the rush forward, something waiting within the smoke, however, shuts out side player.
ก็เบอร์ก็เล่นใหม่2-2เหมือนปิ๊กบอล
Bot cleared, he wants a repeat. Oh my god!
Nuh-uh.
He's waking up.
Golly.
Boombot cleared, but
คือเหมือนไม่มีใครเชียร์ทีไอ
map
เลย
control very firmly in the hands of PACIFIC.
There.
Yeah, they just do such a good job here. I mean, what do you do against that? What do you
ไอ้
do
ก้อน
against
เขียนแล้ว
something
โคตร
when
ท้า
he's that
ทาย
fast?
เห็นแล้วก็โคตรอยากเดินเข้าไปจุ่มเลย
Very few players in the
มัน
world
เป็นพิชใช่ปะ
ใช่
can handle that
คือ
play.
ถ้าเหยียบอันนั้น
That's
นะ
almost unbeatable.
มันจะโดนยิงแรงขึ้น
Just grinds everything to a halt here from T1. Staying quiet. Pack mentality. Fine. On the jiggle does get punished. Kill found. Snake
เฮ้ย
bite.
โอดินะ
Try
โอ
and
ดินะ
stop any push
โอดิ
coming
นะ
out of
สั
stairs.
ตว์
As it looks like widely they're going to cut their way
เคศูนย์เลยก็อย่ามาได้ว่า
back
เพื่อนผ
over
มว่าตรง
towards
นี้
this A side, slowly creeping down the vents, but Monyet does arrive. But
30 seconds
Double
left.
trying to see what kind of rotations have we drawn out. They work their way back over now towards B.
เนี่ย
Something
พี่ไม้
tucked
เก่งนะ
away
พี่ดิวใช่ป่ะผู้
just
ใส่ทอน
below
โหดอยู่
heaven.
นะ
Star coming in, going onto the corner. Izu gone. Something unable to find the kill. Does put Rossi down to 75. It's Mind Freak now TPing around. Outside the pillar. Execute there. Time dwindling. They're going to have to go for this plan. They're going to have to stick one spray. Connecting. Forsaken. Finding it. And that's going to be round one. They don't have to do anything else. Side do not die. Monyet will get one. They're on the back end.
เห็นโดน
We
พี่จอย
continue to
ด่า
go blow for blow. PACIFIC once again at that point.
And PACIFIC
กลัวฝีมือ
loves
เขาแทงกัน
to
เพราะ
play
ผม
with
ว่า
smokes, to get aggressive inside of them, and the layered smokes in mid allows something to pick up the first. The second is just
แต่พี่อังจะเป็นแบบคนที่แบบคอยสงบ
god tier play. I don't. Again, what do you do against that? And he's ready for the follow up. And I like the way T1 plays this though in the mid round. I like that they do the double pump because for PACIFIC, without the ability to get
วันนี้เขาเหมื
info
อนแบบ
easily,
เอ็มแลบแบบ
they
วันละ
have
100
to
ชั่ว
kind
โม
of
ง
gamble on which side they're going to be playing, and you can see they're already shifting their weight towards the A side. Now, operator again, last cannon for Zaya up and over is something.
And spotted him, knows that he's going to be up there on the rafter. Bite not deep enough to really get Zaya, but doesn't matter.
ไอ้เชี่ยมันแม่น
Rotates
จับ
across
ฟ้า
and gets some damage, but he gets a follow-up shot. Forsaken going to be punished after Rossi ends up falling. Izu now catching something. The spike stuck up
ให้
in
สายยา
heaven.
จับออกไม่ได้ทุกคน
Both
เอาหมดเลย
remaining players here from PACIFIC down on the side itself. Mind Freak unable to clear the corner. And let's keep it going. 14 to 14. T1 reset us again.
Yeah, now we're getting to
แล้วบางทีม
see
มี19ราวนะ
that Zaya player we know and love. The operator so
อันนี้
strong in his hands.
14
Able
บาง
to
ที
put
ยิ
it
งก็เป็น
to
19
such
9
great use there. Able to avoid that initial pressure. Find some nice angles. Get some big kills to open this one up.
วิ่งอยู่
Saw
ที่ไหน
something go up there. Forsaken was up there as well, trying to come down. It's a really nice piece of work from Zaya player. We're back to even Stevens. Odin
เอ
once
อจริง
again
ๆตอน
here
นี้ผมวัดกันที่การบุก
for
ใครบุกก็ได้แต้ม
PACIFIC
ไป
on this defender side.
So,
There was a
T1
moment where
ต้องการกันให้ได้
T1
แค่นั้น
heard it fire in the previous affair.
Oh, Izu.
เยี่ยมโอดิน
Full
ไอ้เยี่ยมโอ
blind
ดินเดิน
one. They didn't realize that he was behind the box. Ends up getting taken down. Divide with a nice lurk forward. Does mention gets execute over on ramp, but then getting taken out by Rossi over in main. Second, however, the Odin hath arrived. Comes up with 2 quick kills. TPs himself up into heaven, but can't redraw that. Massive weapon before Zaya player gets him in the head.
Disgusting. Great awareness from Zaya player. Goodness.
Now the 2v2. Mind Freak screens something approaching from
เห็น
main.
ละเห็นละเห็นละเห็นละ
Make
เห็น
eye
ละ
contact for a brief moment, and now Side player turns his sights back over and turns away.
เชื่อไม่
Still
โดน
missed the shot. Mind Freak!
ไอ้
Guns
ยี่
them both
ไอ้ได้ผมได้ช
down.
นะตลอดเหรอ
Doesn't know where the hell the spike is planted, but it doesn't matter. He's got all the time in the world. Collect yourself, take a breath.
Oh,
Get ready to go again.
he's so fast. He's so fast here to get this double. And this looks like it might be problematic until the Odin. Just again, once again, another one where T1 just gets caught lining up, and that is so nasty, Mind Freak. Goodness.
PRX go PRX
They're just
go
unbelievable. The way that it looks like a round is about to completely slip away from PACIFIC, and then they just find that perfect moment, that perfect angle, that perfect timing
คือเขาอาบเสร็จเลย
to completely turn things around. And an opportunity here once again for PACIFIC to shut it down, but this one feels like maybe we're not done. I don't know.
Well, this is why we see the timeout called here from Alex. Has been holding on to this ever since OT began. But given that they've been struggling to get those round wins as soon as they shift off back onto that attacker side.
มันไม่เหมือนเกม
Time to
ที่แบบเขาเล่น
intervene
ในห้
now.
อง
Try
แต่
to
หลั
give
งๆมา
them
ก็
a
บางทีก็ไม่
solid
อยู่ใน
game
ห้องเพ
plan.
ราะว่าสถานที่มันใช้เยอะเกิน
Finish this
ไม่
match.
มีห้อง พวก
Certainly,
นอกสถานที่จริงๆไม่ค่อยมีหรอก
feel like
ยกเว้นเป็นสตูดิโอแข่งเลย
if Paper X has their defender side figure out, it's only a matter of time
เขาอาจจะไม่ดีเพราะ
before
การ
the sand
ใช่
and the
มันจะมี
hourglass runs out
หู
for
ฟังที่แบบ
T1.
ปิดแล้วก็มีค่อยหูฟังอีกที
We'll see. They've got that glass cannon once again. Last time that worked a treat for Saya player. This time he's shifting over to the B side. You've got X-Curate along with Carpe up on A. So a lot of ability to, again, try to shut down some of these fast hits. The stars are placed. Try to keep things in place, and they might try to make a play at ramps. We'll see.
They allowed for a side play to get an immense amount of value last time he had the open hand. This time, though, he's posted up on the opposite side of the map. Monyet going for the entry. Grafwell looking to try and delay.
อ๋อห้องโค้ด
No
เขา
one
เรียกว่าไอ้
down
ข้าง
on
ห้
the
องเหรอ
site
เนี่ย
there
โคตรหา
to
จับอะไร
receive
ไปแล้ว
this aggression. You can see side play. He's still anticipating that lurk that the buy has been going for is still going to be coming through, or Forsaken is going to be trying to rotate around, having set up a gate crash. But just now, the call comes in for him to rotate.
It's these screen holds again.
But he's watching for it, and as the smoke dissipates, more often than not, Saya's going to be good for at least one. And right now, a couple players lined up. Something, however, entering up into heaven finds Rossi, taking down the enemy Viper. A lot of that flush out utility with Snake Bites now going to be gone. Saya does get his mark. Monyet taken down. Flicks over, finds
ยังไม่
Forsaken.
เห็นเลยมีได้ไง
Keeps them in this round. The drop down, crossfire set up, something gone. Now it's all on the Saya player.
คนเดียวคนเดียวคนเดียวคนเดียวคนเดียวคน
And
เดี
he
ยว
just doesn't have time. It's not going to happen.
โลกละโลกละโลกละโลกละ
It's down to 7-5. Will finish him off. And Paper X, 16-14, will take the opening map here in playoffs over T1.
Yeah, and in this last round, giving him a little bit of space, trying to play for
Hold,
retake.
hold.
Paper X just having none of it. The phenomenal crossfire setup towards heaven really just shuts things down, and Paper X manages to get the triple duelist to go.
ไอ้
Who
ห้อง
else?
คือฉา
Who
ยาไม
else?
ฟิกถ้าว่ามันฉายาเป็นกันหรอ
And if you told me coming into today, Forsaken
แบบ
is
ต้อง
going
เสีย
to
งดัง
drop
เวลาส
over
ตรีมอยู่ข้างห้องเนี่ย
30 in the opening map versus T1, I'm like, really? Playing Sky? That's kind of crazy. And then you told me Yoru, I'd be like, I see it now.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
We're aligned. I'm
with that.
understanding. But good God, I mean, no one could have seen this coming at all. And I've got to say, props to T1 for handling it really well in that first half and also running this really closely because going up against Paper X in general, it's hard to find your footing, but they stuck in this one. But now we have their map picking up a set, getting ready to come up. First, we'll throw it back over the desk, though, to break down all of the crazy lunacy we just witnessed.
Pacific, are you not entertained by the very first game of today in the semifinals? That was incredible. It got a little personal on stage. You guys saw that. Forsaken started taunting his brother. Then X-Curate, Cosmic divided their win streak and brought it over to an overtime. That was insanity.
It really is just crazy.
My heart's so like,
อันนี้คือพักเลย
At some
Nah,
point,
what
she
is
like
happening?
stopped analyzing the game and just went like full on Paper X fan mode.
ว่าเปิด
I
จริง
swear I was just like
Hey.
cheering for
T1.
T1.
All right. It got personal on stage. It got personal on the desk.
You got
Things
Go
are
on,
flying
ผมพักก่อน
everywhere.
แป๊บนึงนะ
Worse.
เดี๋ยวดูก่อนว่ามี
See
ตี
on
ไหม
camera, but
who are you rooting for?
T1.
Yeah. Get out of here. I mean, T1 was fantastic, though.
Yeah.
Saya player on the op was, honestly, if Coach Alex did not call that timeout at the very end and find a way to push past Saya's op, I don't know. This could have kept going for a really long time.
Yeah, there was a risk reward to how Paper X actually did that. So, if again, our viewers were noticing a lot of Paper X's pushes on that A site specifically were built to push up until as much as possible the spawn of T1 because they were kind of banking on the fact that Saya player, if he's not going to be on the A site, his impact with the operator is going to be so far from that A site to defuse it that it's not going to be arriving in time, and so they can just deal with the other players of T1. And T1, on that very last round, as we saw, were starting to panic. They were like, we need to push this. We already have the numbers advantage, and then they started
Spike.
Yes, they just started dwindling because they couldn't wait for Saya anymore.
Yeah, and at that point, Saya was the last one left, but that's it. I mean, you can't not talk about how good he is. 19 first kills on the side of T1, and 8 of them came from Saya player himself. Meanwhile, Paper X, they did what they could too, and maybe the first kills aren't quite as, something that you want to compare with, but still, they managed to win out in terms of strategies. And again, that's something that's always felt by Coach Alex's timeouts. He called 2 of them earlier on in the first half, very early on.
Very early on.
At round 9, both of them were expended, but you can feel the impact of it. So although the first half ended at like an 8-4, they managed to come back on their attacking side, and that's because of Forsaken's Yoru. The Yoru is back. I love it. It's always great. The triple duelist was kind of like nervous about, but this
someone from
awesome.
The Korean caster, Songjae, came to me. Came to us, he was like, was this a mistake? Was this a real comp? It's like, yes, well, it's PACIFIC.
April Fool's joke?
Triple duelists, I mean, they're always cooking, but you're right. Seeing Forsaken back on the Yoru is very exciting. We wanted it so much last year, so I'm glad to see it back. But Izu too, I mean, look at him, like the rookie guy, not so rookie anymore.
Yeah. I like the head-to-head of our stats is Forsaken and Xkira. To be fair though,
roles.
Yeah, exactly. He's on, Xkira is on that Astra, so he's not able to really influence the match as much as I think people want him to, because he left that in the hands of Saya player and Izu that were on that duelist role. He had to really focus on being able to put a lot more emphasis on his stars.
But I will say, like, you had a great point earlier on Asarai about, Forsaken's Yoru and how he uses the gate crash. He loves to go for that catch and swing that you mentioned, right? He's a human recon dart, teleports away. Maybe Monyet comes in for the pinch, but there were a few rounds where T1 started to catch up. You said that they were waiting out the utility?
Yeah, so basically they had a general idea of every single round Forsaken is going to have that gate crash up and running, so you wait just a couple of seconds, until it expires, and then they started to press onto the site, whether Forsaken TPs or not. He's very vulnerable to the follow-up after that. And I like how you mentioned this as well with Monyet. It feels like on that first half, with the 4-8 for PACIFIC, it felt like, it didn't feel like the Forsaken Jhin combination we know, right? And it kind of showed. There was some kind of this detachment, I think, from Monyet and Forsaken, at least at this point, where they just really couldn't find that
ทุกคน
rhythm
ก็
between the
เดี๋
two
ยว
of them, at least
อัน
in
นี้
that
เดี๋ยว
first
ผม
half.
ปิดไลฟ์ก่อนนะครับ เพราะว่ามันเป็นพักแล้วเดี๋ยวต้องมาเซตสตรีมใหม่ครับเดี๋ยวลงไปถ่ายพวกแบบว่าวีล็อกไปให้ดูนะทุกคนเดี๋ยวมาตัดให้ดูโอเคไหม
Especially with the raised
เดี๋ยวเจอกัน
utility at
ขอบคุณทุกคนมาก
times,
ขอบ
you
คุณ
can
ทุกคน
see
มาก
that
วันนี้
he
หนุกมาก
knows how to make use of those
ถึง
blast
ชั่วโมงแล้ว
packs. The movement is really good, and he's able to
เดี๋ยวเจอกันนะทุกคนเดี๋ยวเจอกันนะเดี๋ยวเจอกันนะ
so much
ใคร
aggression at
ยังไม่รู้ว่า
T1 that
ทำอะไรก็
sometimes it's hard to
มา
catch up
ตาม
to
ไอจีผม
PACIFIC's
ได้นะ
pace.
ผม
And
ล
I
ง
think
พวก
that's
สตอ
why
รี่ไว้จะ
towards
ได้ดู
the
บรรยา
end,
กาศไปด้วย
especially in overtime, you start to see T1 go for a lot more retake plays and banking on Saya's operator. And
ดูตาม
although
สตอ
it was
รี่ทุก
really
คน
good,
ไม่ใจ
it
ร้าว
was
นะครับ
also kind of a double-edged sword. That
จะได้
was
มา
the
ดูพวก
reason
สตอรี่นะ
why T1 kind of lost at the end, because you started to see this is what they are relying on. If I can take this operator away from them or remove it from the equation somehow by pushing him so far back and eliminating the rest of the team, then all you got left is an operator. You're not quite able to come back at that point. And of course, I mean, just, again, Forsaken things with the Yoru, the timing on